What up? I'm Bea and welcome to my channel where we talk about all things true crime and current events. Today we're going to be taking a look at Shane Gloson's most recent video addressing my weight gain, ... And the reason that I wanted to take a look at this is because this is kind of an ongoing thing with Shane. It's, I guess it's kind of ironic that the past 2 weeks it was Amberlynn Reid and Chantal, and now we're doing another video about weight, but his channel doesn't revolve around weight loss. The majority of people who follow him, who watch his content, all that, they're not focused on his weight. But if you don't know who Shane Dawson is, he is a YouTuber who has been on the platform for quite a long time. His main channel has about 23 million subscribers, and then he has a new channel that he just created a few weeks ago called Shane Glosson that has about 3 million subscribers. So Shane is very open about this. He used to be very overweight in like junior high through high school. He was obese, and then he eventually ended up losing a lot of weight, and it was so like skinny for a long time. And then I think as he got a little bit more comfortable with himself and a little bit more maybe happy and satisfied with his life, you know, you get some walking around weight when you're like comfortable where you're at, when you're not constantly worrying about like money or relationships, or, you know, when you're not in chaos, when you get comfortable, when you are happy where you're at, who you're with, all that stuff, you tend to gain a few pounds. And so he's not, you know, where he was before he lost the weight, but he's definitely not super skinny anymore. And so a lot of people do sometimes like to comment on his weight gain, and I think this video was kind of, I haven't watched it yet, we're going to watch it together, but I think it was kind of spurred by a tweet that happened about 2 weeks ago. Shane had taken a picture of a comment that somebody left on one of his videos and said, the comment said, "I love Shane, but it's a damn shame to watch him putting all this weight back on while everyone around him laughs and enables it." And then he like posted it with the comment, "Hey Shane, why don't you post more? Why don't you upload more?" Well, this. You would think after 13 years on YouTube, comments wouldn't get to me, but damn, they still feel like the very first time, haha. So obviously that's like not a nice thing to say. People really do feel comfortable commenting on others' weight. And here's something kind of interesting that I've been kind of trying to reconcile in my brain, I guess, is I just don't know how similar or how different they are. You'll have to give me your opinion on this. So like last week we talked about Chantal, Foodie Beauty, and the week before we were reacting to an Amberlynn Reid video. And both of them, like all of their content is about, not all of their content, but a good majority of their content is about their weight, about, I'm not a weight loss channel, I am a weight loss channel, I'm a fruitarian, I'm not a fruitarian, I couldn't do it, it was too hard, why is everyone so obsessed with my weight, let me stuff my face in a mukbang, stuff like that. Like a good majority of their content is about their weight. As a whole, like the reaction channels that I watch to people like Chantal and Amberlynn Reid, it's not about calling them out for their weight. It's about, you're a hypocrite or a liar or whatever, and so we're calling you out for that. Your weight just happens to be a part of your manipulative like traits. It's a part of your tactics, stuff like that. But as a majority, there are a lot of people who call them out for their weight, who comment on their weight, who say mean things about their weight. And as a whole, in general, it seems like not too many people have a problem with that. But underneath this tweet, there's so much support of it. And I mean, I don't think that either is okay. I don't think it's right to make fun of anybody for their weight or for their appearance. I just think that that's unnecessary. But we allow comments on it with Chantal and Amberlynn Reid and like Amy's Life Journey or other channels that are similar to that. But when it comes to Shane, it's kind of like it's off limits. And so I just think it's interesting because everyone's upset that people are commenting this kind of stuff on Shane's channel, on his Twitter, all that stuff. But he he opens himself up to it by making the jokes about his weight, by showing that he's going to a trainer, by having the pig brand basically be his icon. And I'm not saying that it's right to make these comments, but I do think it's just interesting the way that we accept comments towards Chantal and Amberlynn, but we reject the comments that are very similar made about Shane. But in any case, I think it kind of prompted him to make this video. So let's go ahead and just get into it, I guess.
This week, Shane Dawson shared a brand new video to his Shane Glosson channel.
Well, the video actually reveals a very strange addiction, and it's not about makeup, and it's probably not what you think. It's about Shane's addiction to bedazzling.
I love bedazzling stuff, so cute. So that did kind of spark the video, I guess.
Wait, what? Oh. Jesus. What the hell is going on?
Oh. Sorry, you caught me during one of my unhealthy habits.
So sorry, Shane Dawson has given us a peek, and Shane Dawson was fat-shamed online and has decided to take a break from the internet.
Shane Dawson is taking a break from the internet after his most recent video was filled with fans commenting about his weight gain, and he's speaking out about it.
This week, Shane tweeted, "Hey Shane, why don't you post more? Why don't you upload more?" Well,
not that it's funny that somebody said that, but they're literally reading the tweet that I showed.
Sharing a screenshot of a comment reading, "I love Shane, but it's a damn shame to watch him putting all this weight back on while everyone around him laughs and enables it."
I can imagine for most people seeing any comments like this must be upsetting.
You know, and following that, there was a massive wave of support.
I love you so much, Shane. I'm so sorry you had to see that comment.
Hey, why don't we just not leave horribly abusive comments on people's videos?
No, Shane, please don't let this get to you.
We're sending him all the love.
Okay, what are you thinking, Shane? You don't have to show yourself at the gym to justify the fact that you work out because people are leaving you fat comments, and that's not what I'm doing. Guess okay, it's kind of weird. I do work out. Listen, my only response is going to be f you. People who make fun of people's weight or attack people's weight, literally f you. You're going to die soon. I know it. I can feel it. I'm psychic. Right?
Oh my gosh.
Kind of hard. Yeah. So, here's my water boy. Just a second. Hey, sweetie, I need my water. Oh, you thought it was going to be that Coke, didn't you? I thought it was going to be another unhealthy habit. Haha, I drink water now.
Oh, sorry. I missed. You might want to throw it back. Wait a second. Hold on. Let me get the light here.
Blind guy's here. This guy. Who? Fixing our blinds. Oh my god.
Every time you say that.
I don't know how else to phrase it.
Wait, why did you have such a reaction to it?
I just got excited at the thought of like just a bling video and a blind video. I don't know, there's just like a lot going on.
Yeah.
Thank you, sweetie. Okay.
Hi, Raymond. Let's look at the settings right here.
Look at that.
Oh my god. Well, the cat was underwhelming, but...
Wow. So we've got like a very aggressive start to the video. I don't know. It's kind of a little bit different of an approach than he usually takes. I feel like we're not used to seeing him so outwardly aggressive like that. It'll be interesting to see where the rest of the video goes.
Okay, so the actual reason I'm out in the gym.
All that.
No, I do work out a lot. Right?
A lot.
Thank you. And I know I look fake, but it's because I'm strong, right?
Very strong. Naturally.
We love enabling. Okay, the real reason I asked you to bring the camera out here is because you just got here. I'm not allowed to go inside.
Why?
What the
Did you hear that? So the bling lady is inside, and she is doing something that is a big surprise. We're not supposed to see it, so I haven't been inside. I don't know exactly what it's going to be. I have an idea, but yeah, I'm not allowed to see it yet. I don't know how long it's going to take her. Let me explain.
I don't know about me. I'm just waiting for her to leave the gym side.
Okay, so I did see her this morning, and she said she had one item that is for the gym. And she was like, "Do you want me to bring it out while you're training?" And I was like, "Yeah." So, oh, okay, so yes, the bling lady.
Okay.
Do lesbians have a bling?
What could it be? Yeah. Not really. I'm not a blingy person per se.
You're not a lesbian. That didn't work. Okay.
It worked.
Wait, you know what? Before we bring out the blame, on a very real note, I wasn't gonna address the fat comment thing because I was like, I was having a bad day, I was feeling sensitive, I shouldn't have tweeted about it, I shouldn't have even brought it up. But I do think maybe it is a good lesson. Like, A, don't let things people say about you on the internet bother you. They will, but try not to let them bother you. And B, whatever people are saying about you is just a projection of how they feel about themselves, or they just want attention. And I did the wrong thing by feeding into it, unintended, and I almost threw up that night. I almost did, but I just ate more instead. You know, it was a hard day, but yeah.
What are the most freeing thing?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, there will be comments, there will be mean things that people say, even if you're not like a public figure. And I guess not so much like in general for most people, like 99.9% of the time, if you post something on Instagram, no one's going to say something mean about it. But there are a lot of more aggressive people, I guess, on like Twitter. So if you're just like an average person on Twitter, you might interact with somebody who's not the nicest. And then if you do start posting things as like a social media content creator, stuff like that, even as a small channel, people are going to say, they're either going to like disagree with you or try and call you out on stuff and leave mean comments. And it's really what I found to be the best thing is just not saying anything. And it's super hard because you're going to think that like you're going to want to like fight back. But at the end of the day, people who intentionally come and leave like mean comments on things, they don't care about having like a constructive conversation. They just are going to double down and get more aggressive and angry and keep going. And it's like you can really spiral out if you don't have it in your mind of just, I don't address this. I don't engage with this type of conversation or this behavior, and it is what it is.
In the world is realizing you cannot control other people's actions. You can only control how you react to others.
That's what I have to say about that. So I'm not going to be talking about my weight anymore. I'm not going to be making jokes about my weight anymore. I need to stop doing that. I stopped doing that for a long time, and then I started doing it again because I just tend to do that. So that's what's been going on. And I felt like I should give you guys an update because
Good. I hope he does. First of all, because the more you make a joke about something that you dislike about yourself, I feel like the more you notice it. And I love self-deprecating humor, don't get me wrong, but Shane did make a lot. Like, we see him make a lot of jokes about himself and about his weight. And I just feel like that's not necessarily the best for your mental health. And then especially when you're putting it in a video, showing it to an audience, all of that, it really does open you up for additional comments on that thing that you already don't like about yourself. So I hope he does stop.
Did talk about me working out in the series and me training and all that stuff, and I don't want you to think I just threw that away, because I definitely didn't, and I've definitely been working out a lot, and I hate it.
Shane's the most consistent person I've ever trained. Hands down.
Damn. Oh. Okay, I think I deserve a bling. Well, maybe, okay, so maybe get her, tell her to bring out the gym bling.
Do you want me to show what it is, or do you want me to try to bring her out here and not? You know?
Yeah, maybe don't look at it.
Like personally, or the
Well,
camera?
wait, no, we can blur it. We can pixel it. Yeah, go get her to bling it out here.
That's good. That's good. It's good. It's just after a while, I expect them to be good. So now it's like.
Well, I'm not gonna.
Oh no. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go.
That's so cute.
All your trophies. All your medals.
You just wait. Is that because you wanted to seem like you did this?
That's mine. Guys, I know you don't think I work out with it. Wait, maybe right here?
I do love it. Yeah.
Wait, that's pretty functional. See, you're a champion and I'm... Wait, so the surprise in the house...
Yes, it's coming together. Working on it.
Okay.
Slowly but surely.
Well, how about I'll shower and stuff, and then you can take a bling break and show us more bling items.
Sure.
And then tonight we can have a big bling reveal of whatever you're blinking.
Let's do it.
You don't know what it is?
No, I have an idea, but I didn't want to know anything. She just said it's big.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is like part of a series or if it's just like, I don't know, this is how he's introing all the videos on this channel. Because I mean, I kind of like it. It feels like a continuation of the series with Jeffree Star. Part 2. And I will say, obviously, I didn't watch part 1 because I didn't know that this was part 2 of anything. But I feel like it's kind of the same thing with like Paul and Morgan. Like it's very high energy, not like content wise whatsoever, but it's very high energy. And there's a lot of chaos in his videos, people talking over each other, the laughing with the filming, everything like that. And most of the time I do enjoy it, but I feel like emotionally watching something that high energy can be draining sometimes. So sometimes it takes me quite a while to watch Shane's videos because I have to be in the right headspace, if that makes sense. If you're like a fellow introvert, let me know. Put like the put the emoji if you're an introvert and you feel the same, because you're like, can everybody please be quiet?
It's incredible. Every time.
I mean, yes. Confidence. Wow.
Oh, I can't. Sorry.
You can't see it good.
Now I got it. Okay.
Why were you guys filming in the gym?
Well, it definitely wasn't to show that I'm working out. Had nothing to do with that.
I think he's still there.
I just think people shouldn't comment on people's weight in general.
I already did that speech.
Literally, you never know how somebody's living. Like, even if you get to see X amount of time in someone's life, you can't assume they eat a certain way or don't work out a certain amount.
Yeah. Also, you you can't assume somebody's mental state just by looking.
Wait. Oh, this. Oh. This.
Oh my gosh.
This is pretty tough.
That Furby star. I still need to get to him. Did you see that hand?
Wait. I can't with that. Wait, you're giving away?
Well, I adopted it for him. I mean, we're sharing custody.
How's
Oh my God.
You're bring a softbox out? I mean, it might help to blink.
Wait, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Let me set up some lights.
Aw, Riley's so nice.
Bringing in the lights.
Really?
Where's Morgan?
Oh my God, yeah.
She's literally been gone for a month. And I was like, are you ever coming back? And she said she has the flu, but she's also going to Cabo next week. So it's very suspicious.
Wait, what's that?
Oh my God. Don't make a joke about that, Jane.
I'm not. She was on my couch.
Oh my God.
It lasts 9 days on surfaces.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
She's infecting my whole family. I can't be familyless.
Did you?
Oh my God.
Did you?
Are we leaving?
I got a couple. Did you know that the coronavirus is affecting Diet Coke, by the way?
Coca-Cola says the disease has disrupted its supply chain.
They're going to stop making it because they can't get aspartame or something from China. I don't know, but my life's really. Please!
All jokes aside, coronavirus, yes, it is a serious illness, but I don't like the fear mongering that's going on because it's literally, unless you're I'm going to try and say it right. Unless you are immunocompromised, you are most likely going to be fine. Take care of yourself, make sure you're good, wash your hands, you're going to be fine. Don't cough and shake hands. You're good. You're good. Stop hoarding all the soap and toilet paper.
2020 really.
Yeah.
Next level.
You guys like the warm tone or?
I think we need to go like that, right? I think that'll.
Like what?
Like, what do you think? I mean, you're.
Oh my God! The first box.
Oh, it's just.
I just realized how much my life is going to change.
So this is the small box. There's bigger stuff coming.
Wait, okay.
I want you to open this one first. This is your
Oh my
makeup
God.
organizer.
Oh my
Cute.
God.
And
And then all the goodies are inside.
I am not ready. I'm literally not ready. Wow, I didn't prepare myself.
I got a glimpse.
What the?
And I'm sure you guys are all gonna die.
I'm not emotionally prepared for this.
I want to see.
Wait, maybe we should bring the light closer. Now that the bling is here, we really need
I
to.
might need an extension cord for the bling light.
Everything's covered, so.
That's me. 30 seconds.
Get the extension cord!
No! No, everything's covered.
Oh my god!
Oh no.
Oh my god! Look at the mini controversy! Oh my god, that is so cute.
These stones are all hand placed one by one.
Oh my god. Oh my god, there's too much. I'm not giving it away. I'm giving it to the person who left the best comment. Here you go. I'm not bothered. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Covered in diamonds. Look at the
Focus.
Holy sh!
That is
sick.
How long did this take you to do?
45 minutes.
And that's just freehand, right?
No, that's a trace over his.
Oh. Well, but you don't. That's not an existing phone case, though, right?
Yeah.
No, it's his phone case.
The big phone case.
It's half.
Wow.
Fake fan, yeah. What the?
Let me see.
How are you gonna prove that it doesn't exist? He literally has been using it on his phone for like a year.
Oh my god, cute. Oh my god.
Exposed.
This is like.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is the ultimate makeup bling collab ever.
That looks like a light.
I'm sorry. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna cry. Oh my god.
That's so cute.
Oh my god. Oh, okay, first of all.
Yeah.
What it looked like before and what it is after.
Holy.
This is my new light now. Oh my god, wait, hit it with the light. Are you getting it?
I'm getting it. Yes.
Oh, I'm so happy. It's been, I'm gonna be honest, listen. I have had a very hard week, and yeah, it's been hard mentally, emotionally, physically, and this literally just completely lifted me out of everything. So thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Seriously, like it's so. It might sound so dumb, but like something like this just made me so happy. So like,
I can relate because that's why I do this. It's like same thing for me. It's like a therapeutic thing, and then when you see it like this, you're like, oh my god, it just brings some joy, you know?
No, this, yeah. If I would have had this last week, I would have just stared at it and said, no, I'm not that. Okay.
And it's also such a good accessory because you always wear it.
I'm not gonna tweet it.
Have like a little bling on you at all times.
Yeah.
Wait, oh
Ooh.
Oh,
my god. I mean, this is my dream.
Yeah.
This is my, you guys keep your dreams mid-level. This is my dream.
Oh, that's epic.
Have people been asking you, I guess we haven't talked about that, like since the video went out, are you getting a lot more requests?
Speaking of that, I've gone over like 4,000 or 5,000 emails for your products to be blinged. Thank you guys so much for supporting my business and supporting me and the things that I love to create, and now for all of you, just insane amount of feedback.
I saw that you shut down.
Oh yeah, I did.
My
I did. I
gosh.
shut down the website because I don't have enough.
Low-key, I kind of want those Crocs. I don't have any Crocs now, but a girl I follow on Instagram is always talking about Crocs, and she got some like orange creamy colored ones, and I think that they look really cute on her, and I know that they'd look dumb on me, but low-key bling Crocs, I want them.
Bling power to fulfill all the orders that have humans.
We're gonna need more minions. Guys, if you want to be a bling minion.
Please send your resume to blinged@yahoo.com.
Whoa, she's serious? Oh my god. Oh my god. Sorry, there's more. Oh my god.
Jesus.
Clearly, this is shade. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit.
Like, you'll never lose that now.
Well, it depends on how much bling is in our house. What's it called? Swing. Oh my god, we should fill our pool full of bling. You know how they do those videos? We can like swim in bling. We empty the water, full of lip glosses that are blinged. And then a photo of me just like, it's like at one of those Instagram museums. We can invite people over and charge them, you know? What? I don't know. I'm just thinking like Jake Paul, you know?
It's a great way to
Business guru.
You're getting better at applicating, kind of.
No mirror, but.
Applicant.
Wow.
So cute.
Wait, wow, you did good.
Yeah, you did great.
Good job.
Is there face bling?
What?
I'm just curious.
Oh my god, wait! Okay, so I cut this out of the actual bling video, and then the tops of my secret project coming to
Slime?
because I was like, I don't want it to look like I'm just trying to sell a bunch of merch. Okay, long story short, I have slime coming.
Okay, Karina. You can say
And the only thing you really care about is all your slime samples you got. Hi, that pink one, I'm gonna need it named Jeffrey.
Holy sh**.
Slime, how are ya?
I've been
Oh
doing a
my
lot
God.
of slime samples. I've been very annoying about my slime.
This one has more stretch. This feels like a classic squishy slime.
This feels like a more grown-up slime.
You know a lot about slime.
It's my passion. But these are
Oh
little
my God.
things that hold the slime in. Oh my god, it's so cute. Okay, what's next?
Next is your 2 favorite soda cans covered in diamonds.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
What the?
Oh what? This is a moment.
Oh my gosh.
My streamies. Wait, let's replace them right now. Just kidding. I'm very grateful for the streamies. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I mean that is my legacy. That's it. Oh my god, crack one of those open at my funeral. Too big.
Okay, sit down. I'm gonna bring the other box.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm gonna have a heart attack. Cause I'm excited, not cause.
Here we
Oh
are.
gosh.
So,
You like girl?
I'm like hyperventilating.
so go ahead.
Okay. Oh my joggers. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my gosh. I wonder how like durable that is. If you literally do like a shirt or something, because I feel like I don't know, it's hand done. So like she's probably really good at it. She probably has like good technique and materials and stuff. But you know, you buy something with like gemstones on it and they fall off after a few washes. So you'd have to like hand wash them, I guess. I don't know. It seems like she put a lot of work into them, so I hope that they hold up well for him.
I'm gonna need a size small.
I love that you're like loving my bling obsession. You're like,
I mean, yeah. Why would I not? I think it's everything I stand for.
oh my god! Oh my god!
They're ultra.
So cute.
Oh, that's such a cute combo.
Yes.
Well, these are too big for me.
Not today.
Ooh.
Okay. Let me just change back here so I don't disturb the piece.
Don't get lost in them.
Jeez.
I'm done.
What?
Oh no.
Ooh, this video really started good. Yeah, tighten up there. Looks like you're about to jump out of a plane.
No, people are gonna like say that I'm fat shaming. This is not. You gave me the big pants.
You literally look like that scene in The Nutty Professor when he's like getting skinny again and his you know what I'm talking about?
I can see my dick!
No, but you did put me in a fat suit once.
Best day of my life.
This is my
This
favorite
one.
one. This is my favorite one.
Oh, the way the drip. Wow. It
So
looks like
pretty.
it's made to be blended.
Yeah.
The design.
That's me. Oh my god.
The drip makes my mouth water.
Yeah, I'm like.
Oh wait, yeah, that's crazy.
Oh,
Wait, keep
So
going.
pretty.
And there's one more in there.
classic. Wow. It's all so much prettier than I was even imagining.
Oh, and I bet if you go in the sun, if you're getting gas, the other people are getting gas and you're blind to them, they're gonna crash into the pump.
Specific.
Very specific.
Wait, I feel like we need a location change because we have 2 more boxes.
Look at Ryland's sweater in the mirror.
Oh.
Literally, like.
Wait, yeah, why is it doing that?
So this is box number 3E.
My goodness.
This is the ultimate balloon box right here. Completely covered.
Love that.
Okay, let me.
All Love Island.
Here's the thing again, like I don't want to tell anybody how to live their life, how to do what they're doing, how to talk about themselves, whatever. But when you constantly make jokes about your appearance, your weight, the way you look, all that, it opens you up because it puts your weight and your appearance in other people's minds. That's literally just how it is. Because say like, I don't know, man. And this isn't me trying to like pick something out about Shane, but like say he didn't like his hair color. No one talks about Shane's hair color. No one comments, oh, your hair color is XYZ. No one makes any comments whatsoever about how he does not like his hair color. But I guarantee you, if he started making jokes about not liking his hair color or commenting about his hair color and making jokes about it and saying like, ugh, my hair color, I hate it so much, like you would see an influx of comments about it. You just would because he is drawing attention to it. And that's exactly how it is with his weight and his appearance. Even if you're making jokes, even if you're thinking that it's in good fun, when you put that out there, it draws people's attention to it and it makes them feel more comfortable commenting on it. I don't think it's right. I think people need to kind of think about things and say, would I feel comfortable if somebody said that to me? Or like, oh, well, I can make a joke about myself in this way because I'm being self-deprecating and I'm saying it about me. But if somebody else said that, it would really hurt my feelings. They need to think about these things before they make comments like that. And I don't know, I think when it comes to content creators, you kind of gotta like meet your audience or meet your haters halfway, I guess, because yes, it's on them to consider what they're saying and take a nicer approach and not leave mean, crappy comments. Like, we shouldn't be doing that in the first place. So it's on people who are making comments on videos or whatever to kind of regulate what they're saying and make sure that what they're saying is kind or helpful, or just kind of ignoring like things that they don't like. However, when things are a big issue, I do think it is you can be kind without being nice. You know what I mean? Like when you're calling somebody out just because you're disagreeing with somebody or pointing out something that you don't like, you can still do that in a kind way. So it's like the audience, on one hand, it's their job to make sure they're doing that. But I also think you create your comment section. You set the tone for your community. And so if you're the one joking about your weight, talking about your weight constantly, looking in the mirror going, it's rough. Like, people are going to pay more attention to it, focus on it, feel comfortable commenting on it. That is just how it is. And so this is just me being straight up. I really enjoy Shane's content. I bought the conspiracy palette. I made a video about the conspiracy palette. I really do love Shane. Like I said, I don't watch all of his content now because it kind of takes a lot of energy. I don't watch all of it. It takes a lot of energy out of me. but I still do watch a good majority of his content, even when he's not posting as much as he used to. And so this is not coming from a place of me wanting to just be mean. This is coming from a place of, I guess, just having constructive conversations about things that are currently going on from the perspective of somebody who is a fan, but who also is trying to be objective about the situation as a whole.
Oh my god, wait, you actually blinged it? You actually blinged the hard drive? Oh my god, wait. Oh my god!
Love that.
My god! Look at it! Oh my god, editing with that?
It's ridiculous.
It's destructible.
Literally.
And oh my god, the lipstick.
That's so cute. I love that.
Wow.
Holy sh**.
That's so serious.
Wow, you are not disappointing.
One more thing, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring that in.
Okay. Oh my god.
So clear the way.
Oh. Okay.
I'll be back.
One box. Just bling everywhere.
So cute.
This is officially my bling cave.
Oh my god.
Should I have it open already, or should she just open it?
Maybe open it.
Ready? So this is the ultimate gift. Ready?
Uh-huh.
How ready are you?
I don't know, I might die.
Okay, because this took about 3 days, 7.5 hours each day. Okay? So are you ready?
Okay. Oh my god! Oh my god! Next level.
That's literally blinding.
That's incredible. That's insane. She's so talented. I totally know why more people are like approaching her now.
How many crystals are on?
6,000?
6,000.
Hold on. Oh my god! Holy sh**. What are you gonna do if people ask you to do this?
Sorry.
Wait, I want to go outside with it. Is it shining?
Ooh.
Wow.
Jesus.
I feel different. I feel changed. Trying to find my next series, like.
The most unrelated thing. Oh.
Like, you are the only person that has this. But, like, no one else.
Which illness are you talking about? I'm so crazy.
Help. It's a weird character that you're trying to adopt.
It's got one
You
slide.
trash cans? First time ever?
No. They blink? Oh my god, Blaine, the trash
I
can.
was just thinking.
Look at what I did with the whiz.
I had to. I was holding them up.
What the hell?
I'm not. Shane, you're gonna get me in
This
trouble. You're gonna make people think that I'm body shaming people, and I'm not doing that. It's just not my right size.
Let's fight. I'm kidding. You know I love you. You tiny little. Give me a kiss.
Aww.
Everyone just screamed.
Ew!
Really? Anybody not gay as is watching this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi. Woo.
Bling texted me. She said that it's ready. See here. Grab it.
Excited.
So dramatic.
Dun, dun, dun.
So what's going on?
So it's ready.
What?
I don't know. I don't know. Well, I know the golf cart, that's a whole situation. So if we want to do that for the wedding, we're going to need 100 minions.
Well, we better start now. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, blinging a golf cart.
Oh, I know. It's very hard.
Are you guys ready?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Should we do the fridge?
I mean, the bling dream would be the front of the fridge.
Oh my god, that's true. I know that's a lot.
I need it.
Oh my god!
The way it's started is insanity.
There's not even a flash on it, and it's like when
It's literally Keurig on steroids.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine just like going to get your food? Oh,
yes.
Oh my god, you need the bling cup, the bling sodas.
I mean, she put everything in the fridge.
Don't look. You're like, you just made coffee.
This has to end. I can't let this go on.
This has never ever been done before. Like this has never been done.
That's
So
stunning.
this is basically a test run of how we place stones and how we do such big surfaces like this.
Okay.
So it is removable, which is the good thing.
So if we're like, this is what we want for the rest of our lives, you'll come to it like in a more permanent.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
This thumbnail is gonna be crazy.
Oh my god, should I get like everything bling, like my bling cup, my bling phone, my bling
Yes.
everything stand in front of the fridge with my bling sodas?
I want a cup
This
like
thumbnail's
that, to
gonna
be
be
honest.
Because it's just gonna be too much.
Right.
Like we're gonna have to put a warning on it.
Oh, no.
Like if you don't want to turn gay, don't click this video. Oh, wait, I have to put it on in its place.
Oh,
oh my gosh!
Wow.
Yeah, this bag always sits right there.
Whoa.
It's so
Okay.
cute. Like I can't.
The queen is returned. Holy shit.
Goodness.
I'm gonna pray to you every day.
yeah, it's real weird.
I feel kind of the same way I felt before. I mean, it's, again, not cool. Like, don't talk poorly about people's appearance or their weight or anything like that. That's just not anyone's place. But it's kind of tricky when your brand is the pig, when that's like the icon for your brand, when you're constantly talking about it. It just, it opens the door up for people to comment on it, and it sucks because people are mean sometimes. People can be really cruel, and something that's the thing is, like, it's not even necessarily always lighthearted with Shane. He does have a history of struggling with his weight and being unhealthy and kind of having an off-kilter body image about himself, like the way he perceives himself. And so it makes me feel really bad that this is something that is so public, I guess, and so constantly talked about, but at the same time, it's kind of an Amberlynn Reed Chantal situation in the fact that with them, I've said it, I think probably in both videos, you can't monetize your illness or your addiction or your bad habit. You just can't. And so I think the pig iconography is cute. I love it. Like, it's adorable. It's a little pig. Like, it is so cute. And I think it fits well for his brand, but it's very clear that comments that are negative about his weight really do have that heavy impact on his mental health. And I think it would have been great if he had maybe, chosen a different logo, chosen something different to represent his brand, or if he'd really come to a place where it wasn't affecting him so much so that way he could use it, because it's cute. I love it. Like, I think it is fun, and it goes with Shane because of what we've seen. But like, at this point, if you were to say, oh, like, I'm done making jokes about my weight, I'm done talking about it, we're moving on, you would have to pick a new logo because that would still be tied into your weight. That would still be connected. And so you have to not only approach it from like your personal standpoint of the way that you talk about yourself and the way you present yourself, but now you're involving money and you're bringing the cash into consideration of, well, rebrands cost a lot of money. We already have all this stuff designed with the pig logo. That pig logo is already out there. Like, changing it out or moving it to be something else would be a lot of work. And so I think, like I said, if it's something that he's worked through, accepted, come to terms with, it doesn't affect him the way that it so clearly is, totally fine. But when you know that something is going to get to you and like bother you, stick in your head, stay there, just constantly be like, hey, you're fat, people think you're fat, it's not good. It's definitely not something that you want to be thinking about every day or struggling with. And putting those reminders out there, I think, can just sometimes cause a good amount of harm, even if they were meant for good. Ooh, quote, I love this. I heard this quote from a Joe Dispenza book. I was listening to the audiobook, and he said, your words matter, your words become matter. And that's kind of the concept of like certain aspects of your reality you create. And so addressing people leaving comments, your words matter. They do. You might think like, oh, this is me just like rattling something off and here's my opinion and whatever. If it makes somebody sad, I don't care because this is how I feel. Your words matter. Like I said, you can give criticism, you can call someone out, you can point out something that you think is harmful or dangerous, or if for some reason you genuinely are concerned about Shane's weight, I don't think it's your place to comment, but if you are genuinely trying to do this out of a nice place, there's a different way to say it. There's a kind way to say it. You don't have to be nice. You know, I hate that word, being nice. Like, you don't have to be nice. You can call someone out while still being kind, or you can criticize someone while still being kind. Your words matter. It's up to you to figure out the best way to communicate what it is you're thinking. And for Shane and for anyone else who is putting content out into the world about themselves, your words matter. Your words become matter. I've always said you create the community that follows you. Like, you create the feel of your comments section. Yeah, there's going to be rogue people who come in and say things that you wouldn't necessarily love having underneath your videos, but they have the right to do that. But I think it's so overwhelmingly obvious that the type of person you are and the person that you portray yourself to be is represented in your comments like 99% of the time. People are going to respond to how you present yourself. And so if you are presenting yourself as somebody who is fat, gonna have a heart attack soon, decorate my casket with rhinestones, like stuff like that, looking in the mirror being like, ugh, that's what people are going to focus on. And even if you're not creating content in your own life, the way you talk about yourself matters. And it determines what you focus on too. And it determines how you feel about yourself. If you look at your body every day, just even ignoring shame. If you're someone who looks in the mirror every day and you say, oh, I hate X, Y, and Z about myself, that's what you are going to see every time you look in the mirror, because that's what you're saying. Whereas if you look in the mirror and you say, wow, I love my eye color, my hair is so beautiful, my smile is amazing, that's what you're going to focus on. And that's the truth. It's called like your reticular activating system. It moves away the things that you don't need, it deletes them from your brain, and keeps the things that you do need in your head, like giving yourself compliments. But that's all I'll say on that, because I feel like at some point, if I haven't already, I'm going to become a broken record on the topic. Let me know what you thought of the video. I definitely thought it was going to be a little bit more about his weight gain because it was titled Addressing My Weight Gain. But I get how YouTube works. You gotta get the clicks, man. So the bedazzling, beautiful, amazing. I want all of it. Please, if you are a bedazzler, contact me so I can order a Starbucks cup like that. But anyway, love the bedazzling. I hope that Shane doesn't, not like takes this to heart, but thinks about the situation and really understands how his words are impacting himself. And I hope that other people see this and realize, oh, the things that I say, they do matter. They affect people long after I've left it and forgot it. So let me know what you thought of this whole situation. If you think that, you know, we're okay with commenting on Amberlyn Reed and Chantal's weight, why isn't it okay to comment on Shane's? Or if you think that we shouldn't talk about them at all whatsoever, completely off limits, let me know your opinions. And while you are doing that, if you would consider liking this video or subscribing to my channel, that would be incredible. And if you have subscribed already, thank you so much. I love being able to just sit here, hang out, and talk about whatever. With all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Thank you so much for watching. Please be kind to people, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.